Wow, we thought this was just a protest. Now what we are seeing online is unbelievable. You all remember this week, South Africans were protesting over illegal immigrants in their countries to move out. Basically because of a video that trended online about a Nigerian Igbo king, or let's say an Igbo person who was being crowned as a king. This caused a lot of controversies online, and now South Africans are on the streets protesting.
Different countries, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Ghana, Nigeria. Last in this year, we saw our South African in Nigeria. They were naked, running on the street. How do we feel as South African? We don't do those things to them, but they are doing things that is painful to us. They are calling us names. How stupid we are as South African. We are just lazy. But in our own country, can they live? Can they live? We don't have a problem with them. They must pack and leave. They occupy the buildings. They do as they wish. But now our government sees that these people, they are overdoing things in us. Because it's years we were complaining as leaders to say we are sick and tired of what is happening. Our children are dying. If a man loves you, he must take you back where he's coming from. We cannot marry a man from Nigeria to be my husband in South Africa. If he loves me, take me to Nigeria, wherever. Let them go with their wife, with their kids. That will be fine for us. Thank you.
South Africans are protesting that the Nigerians leave their country immediately and all the other illegal immigrants. As you can see in this protest right here, one of those immigrants try to become part of it, and they immediately notice that, hey, you're not one of us, and chase them up out of here. And these are the reasons why they're protesting.
What is the main message as you also mark 1 year anniversary since this movement started?
The main message is that we're tired of not being prioritized in our own country. We're tired of illegal immigrants, and we're tired of a government that doesn't listen to us. Even across different political parties, we are united in the fact that we want illegal immigrants out of this country. And we continuously keep being provoked by them, and our government is not acting. Instead, they want to point at us as the people that need to treat them well. What about their behavior? They're not highlighting how a foreign national is supposed to behave in another country. They're not supposed to be doing all of this that we're seeing here. Our streets are dirty, our resources are stretched. We can't even enjoy the freedom that people died for in our own country because other people have problems in theirs. It's time for them to go and fight for their own country in their own countries.
And your detractors feel that this is perpetuating animosity amongst Africans here in the country, as well as, perpetuating xenophobia. What is your response to that?
Look, as you said, there are detractors. That's all that they're good for. They're not going to stop us on our mission. We've heard the xenophobia story too many times before. We don't care. And that's why we're here today, because we keep being told about these fancy terms that don't improve our lives in any way.
She checked those fancy words immediately. Isms, phobias, what have that done for me and my people, right? I could care less. You can't shame me into feeling bad. Like, they went through apartheid. They fought their fight. You know, they fought to have all these benefits and rights that they have in South Africa, only for some immigrants, foreigners to come over to their country that had nothing to do with the rights that they fought for, or, experience what they went through. And she's like, go back to your country and fight the same way we fought. Like, this is not cool. Like, y'all coming over here to reap the benefits of what we fought, what we sold, Like, how do y'all feel about her comments? I thought they were like, she had valid points all across the board. Now, she's not saying nobody could come to the country, just like do it the right way.
Dear South Africans, this is an apology video on behalf of Nigerians as a whole, on behalf of the Igbo community in South Africa. I am taking it upon myself. I know that a lot of people will come to my DM to insult me, to ask me who asked you to render apology, but I don't care. But I am sending this apology video from the depth of my heart on behalf of all Nigerians, most especially the Igbos, whether they agree or they do not agree. We are very, very sorry, South Africans. Let us respect ourselves. We are in this country to survive. We have to respect the rules and laws of this country. We are not here to claim what we are not. If you think you have made money, carry your money, go back to Nigeria, go and develop yourself, go and develop your country. You are a leader, not a king. You are a leader. For trouble, I beg.
South Africans, please, my dears, come forward, come forward. What I'm about to say right now concerns you people mainly. Ghanaians, you can come forward too. The Nigerians, stay at the back and come forward because this concerns you too. Now, let me start by apologizing to South Africans because I never said anything concerning this charade, this controversy or altercation of Nigerians bringing the Igbo king, or let me say Igbos. Yes, I'm actually right when I say Nigerians because the Igbo tribe is in Nigeria, whether the Yorubas or the Hausas like it or not. If you people don't like it, then put up a protest against Igbos. The Yorubas and the Hausas in South Africa should put up a protest against Igbos on the wrong things they are doing to South Africans. So I'm sorry I never said anything, even though there was a live I was recently invited to and I was posed with such question and I gave them the answer. But here is one of the things I want to make very clear to Nigerians. That's why I say Nigerians should also come very closer. If South Africans start unaliving Nigerians in South Africans, if South Africans start an unselected unaliving practice on Nigerians right now, they are not wrong, go. Let the world hear this. He said they are not wrong, go. If South Africans start unaliving Nigerians without selecting them, without saying, oh, these are the wrong ones, these are the bad. Once you're a Nigerian, it does not matter whether you came right or came wrong or whatever. If they start unaliving anything called Nigerians right now, they are not wrong. What is the reason? Because creating a palace in another man's country is an invasion attempt. Trying to create royalty or creating a king or whatever, Igbo king or whatever, in another man's country is an invasion attempt. It is the first step to invasion. And whether you like it or not, the only fitting reaction to any attempt on invasion or invasion attempt is what? War for glory's sake. War for fairness sake. War for transparency's sake. War. That's one of those things. Yes, I've said it. Right now, I don't even know why South Africans are delaying. I'm not proposing a bloodshed or any form of bloodshed, but at least Nigerians by now should be going to hospitals in South Africa. Yes. Now, Nigerians in South Africa should be receiving treatments in South African hospitals. Yes. Now, owing to broken bones, beatings, at least. Such a thing should awaken. You cannot negotiate with Nigerians because you cannot negotiate with imbeciles. There is a movie that goes this way. There is a movie that's, I think, part of the scene. There was this particular statement that goes this way. In that scene, it says, you cannot reason with crazy. You can't negotiate with unreasonable people. You cannot negotiate with people that are mentally retarded. You can't negotiate with buffoons. You can't negotiate with an imbecile. What you do to them is flogging them, beating them up. Blatant beating. Beating them to a marrow that they are. You see, there are things that, for Ghanaians, why I asked you people to come closer is that I'm really not satisfied on how you people treated Nigerians. Because if you people treated them as due, any Nigerian in Ghana should live in Ghana with fear. That is how I expect it. If you're a Nigerian living in Ghana, you should be living in fear. Yes, fear is a very good thing. In fact, Nigerians behave themselves under fear. You can't give them peace. All this, Ghana is a peaceful area. Let me finish that statement for you people. When Nigerians make that statement, Ghana is peaceful. Hence, it is a fitting environment for us to commit our crime and get away with it. That is the full statement to that particular thing. When you hear them say, Ghana is a peaceful area, they are peaceful people, they are hospitable people. Those things are just to deceive you people. I'm not calling for bloodshed, but you see, without unaliving a person, there are still things you can do to that person. To send messages to other people around. It is your home. Nature would support you because you were offended. You're not the offender. An attempt to invade your home was made and you're sleeping. The Zulu tribe, are you people still there? What is, do I have to shout to Webampe 10 times? These things are no matters of trade protest and all. I saw a video on 4 Nigerians that were unalived in Ghana alongside the Liberian. I was like, is that the best Ghanaians can do? 4. Nigerians are still, they still feel at home. They still feel safe in Ghana. Whereas they feel unsafe. They feel unsafe in their own home. Go and watch spectacles to see what Marcus Crassus did to a lot of people that ran from their general in fear of spectacles. Go and see what he did to them. It's what we call decimation. It's a ceremony of decimation. He decimated them to understand that the fear for Marcus Crassus should be louder than your fear for Spartacus. Nigerian fear for Ghana should be louder than their fear for their own country. Nigerian fear for South Africa should be bigger than their fear for their own country. South Africans should deal with them immensely. Ghanaians should deal with them immensely, so that they will know that whatever they think they are afraid of in their own home is just a fragment of what they will get once they go to South Africa. But you people have made your homes very conducive for them, and then no matter what you people say, they understand that they have a lot to fear in Nigeria than they can fear in Ghana and South Africa respectively. They know. That's why no matter what happens, they will stay. No matter what you people say, they will stay in Ghana and South Africa and be purporting that they are evil. Why? Because you've not given them something to be afraid of. If I was there, they would run back to Nigeria and know that Nigeria is a lot more safe for them than even South Africa. When that xenophobia, the initial xenophobia happened, why were they coming back? I thought they were afraid of Nigeria. Why were they coming back to Nigeria? To see that Nigeria is way more safe for them. Which should be. No matter what happens in your country, you should understand that your country is safer for you than you're going outside any other country to find refuge. For what reason? Is there war in your country and you people are living? You're living faster than people that are even warring. Iranians and all these people going to war. Ukraine and when Ukraine and Russia were at war, did we see any Ukrainian or any Russian person in Nigeria or anywhere? Did we see? We did not. Were they living their societies like that? They were not. A lot of boxers, a lot of strong boys resigned. They went back to fight. They went back to fight. And you South Africans are sleeping here over your right. I don't like it. I don't like it at all, brothers. Ghanaians, you people should even strengthen more to ensure that your society becomes unsafe for Nigerians. Before they open their mouth to complain, they should present to you people how safe their own country is for them. And if they want to retaliate, good. It's okay. Every Ghanaian in Nigeria should come back to Ghana, because Ghana is more safe. Every South African, which I know they are not, should go back to South Africa. Every South African in Nigeria should leave. But every Nigerian in South Africa or Ghana should leave to their home. Simple.
Foreign-owned shops have shut down following ongoing marches in the area as tension escalates and concerns of their safety continues to grow among business owners.
They say, I don't know what the problem. They say, okay, Abahambe people, I don't know, people that is not documented, but you can see that even people that are documented, they are also affected. There is people that are not documented and illegal foreigners. They know where they are, but police know where they are. So why is everybody affected?
It's painful. See, I'm close. I didn't make money even cent. So how am I going to? It's painful.
Foreign nationals says they should not be linked to illegal immigration, adding that many work legally.
If you say let every shop own foreigner to close the shop, you can see this place will be a ghost town. That thing must send a message to you that.
For credible source by DUT Journalism, I am Spongile Nyao.
Why are some of you South Africans so wicked? Why are some of you so heartless? Why are you so cold-hearted and evil? When will this your xenophobic attitude end? What kind of hatred makes you haunt your own people like this? Because right now, groups of South Africans are moving shop to shop, targeting other Africans, telling them to shut down their businesses, demanding documents. And even when those documents are presented to them, they are still beaten, whipped with canes, chased with machetes. Let that sink. Africans attacking Africans, not criminals, not invaders, people trying to survive, running small businesses. So what exactly is the crime here? Is it working, existing, being from another African country? Some of you are doing too much. This is not patriotism. This is straight up xenophobia. Let's call it what it is. Because if your anger is only directed at other Africans trying to earn a living, then this is not about unemployment. It's not about the economy. It's about choosing the easiest target and calling it justice. And the real question, where is the South African government? What exactly is being done to protect other Africans? Why does this keep happening without any consequences? Because let's be honest, this level of hostility towards fellow Africans is not strength. It's not pride. It's a failure. Because if Africans become the threat to Africans, then we don't have external problems anymore. We have an internal one. If you are an African from a different African country living in South Africa, please be safe. Be safe out there. These people are evil. Thank you all for watching this.
So while in KZN, this group of old people, shameless people, are busy running around marching, trying to convince you that foreigners are the biggest issue in our country, foreigners must go. I want you guys to see something, because I'm also here in Dragon City, Fortsburg. These are South African people's cars coming in here in Dragon City to come and stock, to come and buy from shops that are owned by foreigners. Look at that parking lot there. South Africans coming from all corners of Joburg, coming to support these foreign-owned shops, selling wheels, clothes, furniture, here in Dragon City. South Africans, bazanga matrak, abanye bazanga mapaki, to come and support shops that are owned by foreigners. They want to convince you that South Africans hate foreigners just because a small population on the internet keeps on hyping that nonsensical agenda. It's not real. It's not true. Dragon City, all the shops here in Dragon City, they are owned by foreigners.
So with me, I know some immigrants, especially Nigerians, are also bashing the South Africans, saying they are xenophobia and all that. In some way it is true, but I would say if you are in a foreign land, there are rules, there are regulations. Okay, we have the governmental side of it, and when you come to the local tradition side also, we have some that you as an immigrant or someone visiting the land, you should also respect. In as much as maybe you are there doing business and all that, don't think you are over the people, so you can do whatever you want. And this is causing a lot already. And I just pray this doesn't, cause something deeper or bring up something bloody, because we've seen it before. Okay, so we are just praying this calms down as early as possible, and the government find a way to subdue all this heat that is rising up already in the country. So I think South Africans really don't hate Nigerians or any immigrants in their, or any foreigner in their country. It's because of some of the deeds these people put out there. It makes them feel less of themselves. Okay, how can someone just come in your house and claim he is the owner of the house, or claim he's the new boss of the house? You feel bad, and you might not know what is in the person's heart, in the mind of the person. This will cause him or her to do something to you that you are not even ready for. So I think wherever we find ourselves, and especially Nigerians, it's not like I hate Nigerians or have issue with them, but we've seen this over and over. Ghana protested against them last year, same issue with Nigerians. Nigerians really need to calm down, and they should clear this mentality of, we hate them, Africans hate them and all that. No one hates you. Okay, it's just some of them, their deeds when they travel somewhere. In your country you can do whatever you want, but once you go to someone's land and it says we don't do this, we don't do that, you should respect that. Okay, you should respect that and live comfortable with them. That's why some of the African countries, you see them being celebrated wherever they go, because there's the image of them that, oh, these people, they are this way, they don't do this, they are polite, you know, they are respectful, they are calm and all that. It's not like they are too special. Just respect the laws and tradition of another man's land and live peacefully with them, not crowning yourself as a king, not, you know, doing things that is against their laws. Okay, so do well to share your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think what is going on is something that South Africans should be doing, or you speak against it? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Please do well to subscribe to our channel, share this page. Let us hit 1K this month, and let promote Africa. Let's promote one love and the Black culture.